What's up, what's up, what's up? Of course, it's me, your boy, Richie Rich, at Consumer Appliance Support. Shoot another awesome video, cause that's what we do. Man, what's up, what's up, what's up? You know at Consumer Appliance Support, we review appliances. Today, we're gonna focus on a KitchenAid refrigerator, 23.8 cubic feet, 36 counter depth, French door, platinum interior refrigerator with PrintShield finish. Alright, so this is just the intro portion of the video. Of course, we're going to dissect the appliance. We're going to look at the function features. We're going to look at the price. We're going to look at the warranty. And also, we're going to look at the parts. And of course, give you our overall review to let you know exactly how we feel about this KitchenAid refrigerator. Alright, so some of the things that we're going to discuss in breaking down this appliance. Of course, it has some features on here that it has. It has a Preserva Food Care System, an under-shelf prep zone, a slide-away shelf. Of course, the platinum interior design with premium wood finish accents, and that's one of the things that we like about this refrigerator as well. So when it's talking about the Preserva Food Care System, it says provide the height of preservation with 2 independent cooling systems plus a produce preserver to help keep food at its peak. All right, so we like that there. Under shelf prep zone, slide away shelf. One of the things that grabbed my attention when we went ahead and actually shot the videos for this was the actual wood finish accents that's blended inside with the platinum. I think it looks awesome from afar, or even up close. We really like the way it looks, but we try not to get too excited about how it looks because we got to dissect the appliance to find out exactly what our overall grade is, and is it a good appliance that we can recommend. It also has full extension self-close fresh seal crispers, full extension self-close custom temperature control pantry drawer. It also have a 3-tiered closed freezer drawer. That's one of the things that we like as well. Indoor ice maker system, when the ice maker is in the door, that makes more room for the refrigerator and it's not taken away from the actual cubic feet inside of the refrigerator. So we like that. It's called a panoramic LED lighting. Can't get that word out of there. All right, so we like that as well. We talked about the exterior ice and water dispenser, so we like that. 3 full width adjustable shelves, removable bins with metal accents, so we like that. So a couple of other things that we're gonna run over real quick. We also like the full extension self-clean pull-out tray in premium wood finish. Awesome tray, awesome design. You're gonna love it when you're checking out the intro. Fresh seal diary bin. All right, and the last thing, it says measure and favorite water fill. All right, so we like that. All right, so it says display and automatic dispense water in ounces, cups, or liters. All right, so we're gonna leave this video here. Again, it's just the intro portion of the video. We're not gonna go too far. We're trying to be extremely generic, but we're gonna go into the lab, dissect this appliance, man, and let you know exactly how we feel about this appliance. You already know what time it is. It's me, your boy, Richie Rich, at Consumer Appliance Support. You help me, I help you. We both help each other. Till next time, you already know what time it is, man. Subscribe to the channel. I'm out of here. Peace. guys enjoyed the intro, man, to the KitchenAid refrigerator. Of course, this is the 700 series. You do have a 600 series as well, but we're going to focus on the 700 series, man, and we're going to talk about this portion of the video. We're going to talk about the functions and the features. Man, let's dive into that real quick so we can discuss it and find out what this appliance is about. All right, of course, this is the stainless steel fingerprint resistant French door refrigerator with the bottom freezer, man. So we like this unit by KitchenAid, the way that it looks. We're going to talk about a lot of the different components inside of here. Of course, you can see the shelves. You can see that the wooden accent that's inside of here. Of course, you have the diamond interior or the diamond gray interior that you see there as well. We're going to show you everything that this refrigerator has, and we're going to talk about what can it do. All right, so that's one of the things that we love about this refrigerator, man. It looks nice. The wood engraved, everything plays a part. This right here, we're going to talk about the shelving, and we're going to dive into the refrigerator. All right, a couple things that we wanted to focus on a little bit before we begin is just basic information, parts and features. Of course, this is what the refrigerator looks like. You have your indoor ice storage, your temperature control unit, user interface, your under shelf storage, your air filter. We're going to discuss that as well. You have your herb bin storage. Of course, you have a water filter. You have a removable bin. You also have fresh seal crispers, temperature control pantry drawers. You also have a pull-out tray, and that's the one thing with the wood accent that we love. The tray is different. Not a lot of I've never seen a refrigerator with the tray in it like this. We really like it. It does stand out as far as the way that it looks as well. You have your dual gallon storage. You have a slide away split shelf, and of course, this is what the refrigerator looks like, parts and features. All right, what's new? Begin behind the door. All right, that's the question being asked. You have energy and normal operating sounds, indoor ice dispensing system, dual evaporator. We're going to talk about that as well. This is the refrigerator and the freezer compartments have separate evaporators to provide fresh food and frozen food with optimum storage climates. All right, so that's one of the things that we like there. The air filter, we have the produce preserver. That's on some models as well. Every drop water filter, water dispenser with measured filled, water dispenser with favorite fill. All right, so it's like your car seat, you have your favorite setting. I like that. That's pretty slick. You have your slide away split shelf. All right, so we talk about that. You have your removable door bins, fresh seal door bins, crispers, pull away tray, herb storage bin. So everything that we just discussed a few minutes ago, it's all here that you can actually see. It's going to be in the description box as well. We don't have to really go in detail. We just want to show you guys that as well. Fingerprint resistance, all black stainless steel. You can get this unit in 2 different colors. We have the LED lights, you have door alarm, and you have a power outage indicator as well. And of course, you have the QR code that you can scan where it says to view videos on door removal, replacement, or door adjustment. Water filter installation, air filter installation, shelf adjustment or removal, and Wi-Fi. So this is a smart appliance as well from KitchenAid. All right, so checklist, get started and all that stuff. We're going to dive into that, but I just wanted to talk about that type of stuff a little bit before we actually break this appliance down, man, so we know exactly what it is that we're looking at. So we're going to allow the video to continue to roll. We do have a couple of the shelves that you see there as well that you can put stuff in. We really like, and we're going to discuss this little shelf that you see here as well. Don't want to miss that, so we're going to discuss that some. That's on page 27, so let's dive into that real quick so that we can see what we have. Man, I gotta get me some water, man. You know what I'm saying? Shooting these videos takes a lot out of you. Let's get it. Alright, so it says wine rack and or under shelf storage bin. So you can get either one of the two depending on the model. It says under one shelf there are brackets installed to support one bracket on each support. The wine rack or under shelf storage rests in these brackets. Of course, it teaches you how to remove it and replace it. Alright, it says remove the wine rack pan, lifting it up from the brackets. Press the right hand side of the rack inward until it's free of its bracket. Lower the right hand side slightly and disengage the left hand side from its bracket. Alright. It says under shelf. Note, under shelf storage pan utilize typically empty space beneath the shelf to create a prep zone ideal for doughs, desserts, casseroles, or marinating meats. Oh, I like that. That's pretty slick. All right, so if you have poultry, if you have some salmon, you can actually put it in there, let it sit in that pan. I like that. That's slick. That's different. I really like that joint. Slide out pan is oven and dishwasher safe, and it's easily transitioned from fridge to oven. All right, that is slick. I like that joint. All right, that is dope. I like that KitchenAid. That is definitely different there. It says important information to know about glass shelves and covers. It says do not clean shelves or covers with warm water when they are cold. Shelves and covers may break if exposed to sudden temperature changes or impact. That's one of the things that you have to consider with these new shelves, these glass shelves, is the difference of climate changes or the different temperature changes that impacts it and cause it to break. It says such as bumping temperature glass is designed to shatter into many small pebble-sized pieces. This is normal. It says glass shelves and covers are heavy. Use both hands when removing them to avoid dropping. All right, so that's one of the awesome things that we just learned, or some vital information that you can use when you're discussing the shelves. All right, shelves and shelves frames. The shelves in your refrigerator are adjustable to meet your individual storage needs. Storing similar food items together in your refrigerator and adjusting the shelves to fit different heights of items will make finding the exact item you want easier. It has also reduced the amount of time the refrigerator door is open and save energy. All right, cool. Shelf height, all that stuff as well. Pull out trays. Shelf with shelf lighting. That's on some models. It's not on this particular model, but I heard from what I see from other technicians, it's pretty tight how the shelves have a light in it. It's awesome, but of course we don't have it to show here. It says by moving LED lighting to a new spot under the shelves, this leading edge technology improve interior refrigerator lighting and aids in locating storage items. All right, so that's pretty slick there. I really like that joint. Then of course we have the different shelves here as well. So we're gonna let the video roll a little bit more just to see what we got and what we can discuss. All right, that's some good information there that we were able to learn. So you slide in, slide right out. Again, shelving there, we like that. We love this right here, man. That is awesome with the wood gray thing. That is really tough. I like that joint. All right, so let's dive into this joint. To replace the crispers, you also have FreshSeal crisper drawers. All right, it says these upgrade crisper drawers use a gasket seal to maintain the ideal temperature and humidity levels to keep produce fresh longer. It says these drawers are also feature Premier soft closed glides that provides the best extension to easy access and maximum visibility to your produce items. All right, so we like that. So it's teaching you how to remove it as well. To remove crispers, it says can remove only if platter pocket is removed safe. All right, so that's one of the things that you can see that as well when we're talking about it. We can talk about the FreshSeal. We can do that. We talk about replacing it, so you can see that. If you want to pause this portion of the video, you can, so that you can actually see that as well. Refrigerator door bins. It says the bins on your refrigerator door are adjustable to meet your individual storage needs. It says door bin divider on some models. All right, so it's not on every model. It says the divider fits in the door bin to divide the bin and evaluate smaller items at the back of the bin. All right, let's talk about this FreshSeal for the herb bin. It says this is a cylinder with a FreshSeal to keep sensitive items like herbs fresh longer. It says the container allows water to be added to keep stems wet without covering leaves. All right, it says it can be placed anywhere in the refrigerator and accommodates tall items like parsley, cilantro, rosemary, in addition to herbs like oregano, thyme, and mint. All right, so that is what that is there. All right, so we like that feature there. That's pretty tight. It also was on the other refrigerator that we did with the 5 doors for the refrigerator there. All right, so let's dive back into the video. Let's get it. So we talked about the shelves. We like it. It's smooth. You can actually see. Let me go back a little bit because I want to see the little blue connector there. when we pull this unit out, so you can actually see the tabs that they're referring to, right? You see the blue tabs on the side. Again, you got to be right, so you to be able to remove it. You can also clean them as well. You can see that on both sides as well. Fresh seal, that's the fresh seal. This here is your water filter. And this is how you replace your water filter. So we're gonna dive into that page, talking about the water filter some. According to my reading is on page 17. So we're gonna dive into that real quick. So here we go. Filters and accessories. All right, water filter system. It says do not use water that is microbiologically unsafe or unknown quality without adequate disinfection before or after the systems. It says system certified for cyst reduction can be used on disinfectant waters that may contain filterable cyst. Hope I pronounced that right. Either way, somebody will tell me. Either way, it's cool. Replace and install the water filter. It says the water filter should be replaced every 6 months based on a flow rate of 0.5 GPM or 0.6 GPM. The filters 200 gallons of water. It says to order a replacement filter, contact us. You can do that stuff. Go to KitchenAid or sometimes the water filters, you can get it at Home Depot as well. So it's going to walk you through how to really put it in, right? You push the water filter door to open, located at the bottom left of the refrigerator compartment. Twist the water filter and turn 90 degrees counterclockwise to unlock. It says pull the filter out of the housing. That's number 3. Number 4, remove the cap filter from the water filter. Of course, you want to make sure that this cap is not broken. If this cap is broken, then it might be difficult for you to unlock and release the filter. So you want to consider that. You might want to get that replaced because the filter can get stuck inside the housing and you don't want that to happen. It says install the water filter cap onto the new filter. Be sure to align the arrows so that the grooves in the filter line will with ribs and filter caps. Align with ribs and filter cap. All right, so that's cool. Insert filter into the housing. Of course, it says twist the water filter and turn clockwise until it locks into place and that arrows are aligned. All right, and it says push the water filter door closed. All right, bam, that's where we are. We're also going to talk about replacing the air filter as well. So we can actually dive into the water filter status. All right, it says the water filter status lights up. Lights will help you know when to change the water filter. Water filter color is a yellow, red. Of course, yellow means it's almost time to change the water filter. Red means replace the water filter. While you are dispensing water, replace filter icon will flash consistently from the beginning to the end of dispensing. After 14 days without replacing the filter, the replace filter icon will blink 7 times and the alert tone will sound 3 times at the end of dispensing. All right, so it's going to tell you that as well. Reset and filter. How to reset the filter once you replace the filter so that it can remind you for the next 6 months. You want to touch max cool and max ice for 3 seconds to reset filter. The display will do a 3-second countdown, then flash the icon and play a tone. All right, so these refrigerators are going to help you do that as well. All right, awesome there. Let's dive into this joint. Let's get it. So that's one of the things that we love that. You have your fresh seal there. They got the herb. That's all that stuff there. So we like that. Of course, this is your refrigerator door. This is the door and door. So I don't want to miss a certain part of this. The install produce preserver. I don't want to really miss that as well. So we're going to dive into that a little bit when we're talking about this refrigerator, because we want to make sure that we do our best giving you everything that we can possibly can for this particular refrigerator, man. So that's going to help you out a lot. All right, so let's dive into that. So we can actually talk about the preserver so that you'll be able to know exactly what's happening there. So let me find where I left off at a little bit. Give me a sec. I think I passed it. Alright, let me see. Come on. And there's a lot in these owner's manuals, man. Okay, so we can deal with that when we get to the water filter, the air filter. All right, so let's rock with that real quick. So of course that's your ice maker there on the door, and then you have storage compartments on the ice maker. So that's what we like. So this is the Preserva Food Care System. All right, so I got a little bit ahead of myself there. Then of course you have your air filter here at the bottom where it says fresh flow. That's the filter. So we're gonna dive into both of those. So I got a little bit ahead of myself, but let's dive into that. It says install air filter. It says the air filter is 15 times more powerful than baking soda at reducing common food odors inside the refrigerator. On some models, the refrigerator accessory packet includes an air filter which must be installed prior to use. All right, it says installing the air filter as well. It teaches you how to do that, so you can pause the video so you can go through the different steps on how to do it. It's just not that difficult. All right, so we're gonna roll past that. It says the disposal air filter should be replaced every 6 months. All right, it says to order a replacement air filter, contact us. Of course, you can go through KitchenAid if you like, or you can go online to different parts stores that we can recommend. That's gonna be inside the description box. When we shoot our videos, you can go directly to that. Or you can Google it, same thing. It says remove the used air filter by squeezing in on the side tabs. Install the new air filter following the instructions in the previous section. All right, so let's dive into install produce preserver on some models. It says the produce preserver absorb ethylene. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. To slow the ripening process of many produce items. As a result, certain produce items will stay fresh longer. All right, the ethylene production and sensitivity varies depending on the type of fruit or vegetables. To preserve freshness, it is best to separate produce with sensitivity to ethylene from fruits that produce moderate to high amounts of ethylene. Whatever. Apples, asparagus, berries, broccolis, cantaloupes, carrots, lettuce, spinach, spears, all that stuff. So it tells you exactly how sensitive it is in the production, so you can actually make those adjustments accordingly. All right, so we like that portion of it as well. All right, so a lot of these refrigerators are getting so much smarter because they understand, man, sometimes we put our fruits inside the refrigerator, put certain vegetables inside the refrigerator, and they don't last as long. All right, so this will help. Installing the produce preserver, it says for your convenience, the suction mount produce preserver can be installed in either the crisper or the refrigerator drawers. All right, so again, this is something that you will have to do there. That's you could probably either, it's in the owner's manual, so it shows you how to do it, and you can go through that as well. All right, I wash the interior of the drawer with a solution of mid-dish soap and warm water and dry thoroughly. I find the package containing the produce preserver inside the refrigerator and install the produce preserver into the drawer according to the instructions provided in the package. All right, replacing the produce preserver. Here you go here, how to do it. It says the disposal package can be replaced every 6 months when the status indicator changes completely from white to red. All right, so it's going to tell you when to replace it. All right, and of course you can order it through KitchenAid, or you can do it online as well. All right, so that's different accessories. All right, so that's one thing that we like there. We'll let this rock for a second, see what else we got. All right, again, it's a nice refrigerator. You see the LED lights when it's lit up. Really nice. Really like the joint. Really love the shelf. Extremely different. Definitely unique. We love the way that look. Now we got the ice maker there. So we're going to dive into that a little bit. That's your ice maker tray where you can actually get ice from. So let's dive into page 25 so that we can make sure we jump on this ice maker, man. All right, ice maker and storage bin. That's what we're looking at now. Of course, it says to avoid low ice production and poor quality ice, flush the water system before turning on the ice maker. See water dispensing section. All right, so that's how you do it. It says following installation, allow 24 hours to produce the first batch of ice. Discard the first 3 batches of ice produced. Allow 2 to 3 days to fill the ice storage bin. Again, remember you want to do that to discard the first 3 batches. The quality of ice will be only as good as the quality of water supplied to your ice maker. So you want to make sure that your water supply is installed correctly and the right pressure of water going to the refrigerator is correct as well. That's why you got to make sure you have a plumber that does it. It says avoid connecting the ice maker to a softener water supply Water softener chemicals such as salt can damage parts of the ice maker and lead to poor quality ice. It says if a softener water supply cannot be avoided, make sure the water softener is operating properly and it is well maintained. All right, and of course, as the ice in the storage bin clumps together, break up ice using a plastic utensil and discard ice. Do not use anything sharp to break the ice. This can cause damage to the ice bin and the dispenser mechanism. All right, so that's what we like there. Of course, to turn on and off the ice maker, you have a switch, right, that you can use. So we're gonna go into that. We can actually just show you the video so you can see the actual switch there. We're gonna take out the bin where it says remove bin. All right, we can pause that there. You can actually use that lever to remove the bin. All right, that's one thing we like there. So let's let this rock. All right, it's not difficult to do how to remove it. So all right, so it just comes right out. You can just lift it off. That's the ice bin. See it there. Of course, this is your ice maker up top there. Then you have your switch, your on and off switch. It slides right back in. It's extremely easy to do. Then of course you have the lever on the side of the door. Let me go back a little bit. The lever here, you can actually use that lever to lift that up and to move your ice around, because like they said, it get clunky. So you want to make sure that it's able to get through the chute. If it's built up and it's clunky, it's hard to get through it, and then you're going to cause damages. So you don't want to use anything sharp. So that's what they were referring to. All right, that's one thing that we like there. So we're going to keep that joint rolling. Now we're going to focus a little bit on that is called the dispenser controls. All right, so again, that's on page dispenser control. Let's go to page 21. So we figure out what's going on with this dispenser control. All right, so you got controls specifically for the dispenser. All right, so dispenser UI is located above the external dispenser of the refrigerator. Excuse me, important. It's the display screen on the dispenser control panel will turn off automatically and enter a sleep mode when the control buttons and dispenser panels have not been used for 2 minutes or more. Touch any control button to reactivate the display screen. All right, so we like that. We talked about different things. Max ice, you got your sound. You can turn the sound off, on and off. So we're gonna go into that a little bit. But this is just for the dispenser. All right. So let's go into that. Door alarm. This is the door alarm feature sounds when the refrigerator door and freezer drawer is open for 5 minutes and cooling is turned off. The alarm will repeat every 2 minutes. Close all doors and drawer to turn off. All right. So it says calibrate, measuring temperature, measure it fill. All right. So we got the lighting interior and the water dispenser. Let's go to that. It says allow 3 hours for the refrigerator to cool down and chill water. Allow 24 hours to produce the first batch of ice. Discard the first 3 batch. We discussed that already when we talk about that. Dispensing system will not operate if the left-hand refrigerator door is open. So you want to consider that as well. All right, let's go to calibrate, measured fill. Household water pressure may affect the accuracy of the measured fill feature. We talked about that. So for optimum performance of your water dispenser, you must first calibrate, measure, fill. It says flush the water system before calibrating measured fill. For best result, calibration should be performed when the water is not being used in the house. Place a sturdy measuring cup, 1 cup, on the dispenser tray centered in front of the ice/water dispenser panel. Depending on your model, a measuring cup may be provided. All right, so here you go, the different steps. A is for a dispenser paddle, ice dispenser paddle, and of course you got the measuring cup. To ensure that you do not have any measure and fill preset selected, touch and hold the measure fill button for 3 seconds to enter into calibration mode. The calibration and measure fill icons will illuminate and remain lit until remain lit while the measured fill feature is being calibrated. All right, so that's one of the things that we like, that you can measure fill your water by selecting different settings on here. All right, so let's zoom in a little bit. We're going to show you in a video on here is 8 ounce, 16 ounce, or 24 ounce. You also have your favorite fill as well. You can also you can do the calibration where it says calibration, or the auger. Door ajar to tell you that the door is ajar. Replace filter, lock, and of course your cubed ice as well. All right, so let me zoom back out a little bit so you can actually see that if you would like. It says you may touch filled to exit at any time in calibration mode. The calibration icon will disappear and the display will return to the home screen. Press and hold the water dispenser paddle as needed to dispense water to the 1 cup fill in the measuring cup. Alright, it says if overfilling or spilling occurs, discard the water and restart the calibration process. So you want to make sure this prevents a lot of water from spilling right here on the dispenser tray, because that can cause damage to the outward portion of the refrigerator where it stains the refrigerator, builds up rust underneath of there. So this helps prevent that. And that's one of the things that I like about this refrigerator. The measured fill, the GE1 has something similar to this as well, like a smart fill. So we really like that. That's pretty slick. All right, so of course talking about flush the water system as well. Dispenser water fill, so we discussed that, and of course we can talk about the save favorite fill. That's another function that we can discuss in this portion of the video. All right, so it says save favorite fill, so let's discuss that real quick. Household water pressure may affect the accuracy, so we talked about that already, right? So for the optimal performance of your water dispenser, you must first calibrate measured fill, so you want to do that first. And then of course it says flush, important. Flush the water system before favorite fill. Note, water will not be dispensed using the favorite fill feature unless you prefer favorite fill amount is saved first. All right. Another option, it says place a preferred size cup of dispenser tray centered in front of the ice/water dispenser panel. It says select either favorite 1 or favorite 2 and then touch and hold the favorite fill button for 3 seconds to enter into the saving mode. The favorite fill icon will illuminate and remain lit while the favorite fill feature is being saved. So you have your favorite fill. Man, that's different. That's unique. I like that. All right. Thumbs up to KitchenAid for this particular one. That's different. It says you may touch favorite fill to exit at any time in saving mode, and the display will return to the home screen. All right, so we like that joint there. That's pretty tight. All right, so you can actually also pause this and you can see it as well. We talked about how many ounces that you can do: 8 ounce, 16 ounce, or 24 ounce. You have cups or liters, depending on what it is that you want to do there as well. So we have that here. This is dispense water measure fill. We discussed that. So you can also pause this if you want to see that as well. So we don't really have to really go in depth with that. It says note, most coffee cups, commonly 4 to 6 ounces, it says are not the same size as a measured cup, 8 ounce. You may need to recalibrate measured fill to underfill or to avoid unintentionally overfilling coffee cups. All right, so that's another thing. So you can calibrate it less than what is recommended here or what it sees here, so it doesn't overfill. All right, man, whew, tough. That is different. All right. Dispenser water, dispense at least 1 quart of water every week to maintain a fresh supply. All right, that's important. So you want to make sure you do that. It says if the flow of water from the dispenser decreases, it could be caused by low water pressure. Could be an issue with your water filter. All right, so you want to check that. You want to talk about your water pressure coming to your home. Could be an issue there. But we'll discuss all those situations in the parts portion of this video as well. But again, you can pause this video so you can actually see that as well. To dispense water, favorite fill allow you to dispense a preferred amount of water with a touch of a few buttons. All right, so that's pretty tight. Like that joint. So I'm just going to go through this again. We discussed this a lot as well here, so you can pause that if you like. Take my time going through this. The dispenser tray, so this is a tray. It says there's an insert in the dispenser tray. This insert can be removed from the drip tray to carry to the sink to empty or clean. All right, so you want to make sure you do that as well. All right, dispenser light, of course the light comes on. It says when you use the dispenser, the light will automatically turn on. The dispenser light also preserves an automatic night light once the ambient light in the room is reduced. The auto sense will cause the dispenser light to illuminate. That's tight, I like that. Dispenser lock, it says the dispenser lock can be locked for an easier cleaning or to avoid unintentional dispensing by small children and pets. Trust me, your pets be hitting that. Once they figure out they can hit that dispenser and water comes out of there, or even ice, it's fair game. All right, I had an issue with that we discussed earlier when we first started. That dog or some type of it was a dog that kept hitting the dispenser and the refrigerator kept leaking, and they couldn't figure it out till they caught him on video. All right, so you want to keep that in mind. All right, so we can let the video roll. And again, you can see it here the ice cube, crushed ice, dispensed water, your favorites 1 and 2, and then of course you got the measure field. So we're going to show you where we probably press a couple of the buttons. Hopefully I pressed a couple of buttons so you can actually see it. There you go. See the ounces there, dispense field, calibration, and all that stuff. So now we're going to focus on the dispenser. We did the dispenser control or the user controls. All right, so we're going to go into the user control. That's on page number 20, and we can dive into that real quick as we discuss this refrigerator. All right, so user control, this is the temperature controls. The UI is located above the external dispenser and on the side of the left refrigerator door. All right, so of course you have your max ice, you got max cool, replace, good, or that's a filter there. It says water filter reset. That's how you reset your water filter. Your refrigerator, meats, cold. We're gonna go into all that. All right, so let's dive into this real quick. Couple things. Let's dive into the recommended refrigerator temperature. All right, refrigerator temperature, Fahrenheit is 37, Celsius is 3. Recommended freezer temperature is 0, -18 degrees Celsius. All right, so that's one thing you want to talk about. It says adjust temperature set points. Refrigerator set point range from 33 degrees to 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Freezer set range is -6 degrees Fahrenheit to 5 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, and of course you have Celsius as well, but we deal with Fahrenheit here in America. All right, it says viewing and adjusting set points. It says for your convenience, your refrigerator and freezer controls are preset at the factory. When you first install your refrigerator, make sure that the controls are set to the recommended set points. The factory recommended set points, as we just discussed, 37 degrees Fahrenheit, while your refrigerator is 0. All right, it says wait 24 hours before you put food into the refrigerator. If you add food before the refrigerator has cooled completely, your food may spoil. All right, so that's one of the disadvantages. So you might want to wait. You have to wait. It says adjust the set points to a colder than recommended settings. Will not cool the compartments any faster. It says if the temperature is too warm or too cold in the refrigerator or freezer, first check the air vents to be sure they are not blocked before adjusting the controls. So the recommended settings should be correct. For normal household use, the controls are set correctly when milk or juice is as cold as you like and when ice cream is firm. All right. Notes: areas such as garage, basements, or porch may be higher humidity or extreme temperatures. You may need to adjust the temperature away from the recommended settings to accommodate for these conditions. All right, like that there. So let's dive into that. When adjusting temperature set points, using the following chart as a guide. Refrigerator too cool. All right, temperature adjustment. Refrigerator setting 1 degree higher. Refrigerator too warm. Refrigerator setting 1 lower. Refrigerator freezer too cold, and so on and so on. Extend freeze. This is the freeze. This is this feature acts on most relevant storage parameters that shall be controlled to minimize moisture migration from frozen food. This is term reduce the freezer burn occurrence. It says to turn on the extend freezer, the freeze feature, toggle to the coldest freezer temperature set point. To turn off the extend freezer feature, toggle from the coldest freezer set point to any other temperature. All right, so you got your max cooled and your max ice. Your max cool feature assists with periods of high refrigerator use, full grocery loads, or temporarily warm room temperatures. To turn on the max features, press the max cool button. When the button is pressed, the icon will blink 3 times and appear on the display screen. Cool. Note, setting the freezer to a colder temperature may make some foods such as ice cream harder. So you want to think about that when you're doing that. Max ice feature assists with increasing the cooling for the freezer compartment in order to increase ice production. All right, to turn on and off the max feature, press the max ice button. When the button is pressed to turn the feature on, the icon will blink 3 times and appear on the display screen. All right, cool. Setting the freezer to a colder temperature may make some foods such as ice cream harder. All right. Of course, you're talking about resetting the filter, right? We discussed that as well. All right, it says display this. So this is how you reset it. Display status of the water filter. To reset the filter, press the max ice and max cool for 3 seconds. After countdown, the good icon will blink 3 times and remain lit. All right, so we talked about the different colors as well. You got energy saver mode. All right, this is the refrigerator with turn off vertically million heater and dispense heater with energy saver is enabled. All right, vertical mullion. I said million. Your refrigerator will turn off the vertical mullion heater and dispenser heater with energy saver is enabled. All right, cool. To turn off energy saver, press and hold the energy saver button for 3 seconds. The energy saver icon will blink 3 times and remain lit as shown. All right, cool. All right, you got your Sabbath mode, power outage. You can turn the sounds on and off. That allows the customer to turn the sound on and off. You see that button there. Power outage indicator lets you know if the power supply of the refrigerator has been off and the freezer temperature has risen. The control panel display the will read power outage and an alert tone will sound 3 times. All right, so it'll let you know that. That's pretty decent. Showroom mode. It says this mode is used only for the refrigerator is on display in a retail store. You don't have to worry about that, but you have to worry about it if it happens to activate itself, and then now your refrigerator can be deactivated. So you want to keep that in mind, but it's in the owner's manual as well, so it's going to teaches you how to do it. Sabbath mode. Sabbath mode is designed to have all the benefits of saving even more energy, yet maintaining food freshness. The freezer and refrigerator user set points remain unchanged while in this mode. If you unintentionally turn on Sabbath mode, the word Sabbath will light up on display. All right, so Sabbath mode, cool, awesome. All right, so let's see what else this refrigerator has to offer, man. We talked about a lot because it can do a lot. Here you go with some of the functions and features. You can actually see that as well. Wine, meat, cold. You can see all the different drinks on here, man. So you got your extended freeze, your sound on and off, all these different buttons, your Sabbath, your showroom, your freezer temperature. Of course, this is the freezer portion of the video there as well. So we're going to dissect a little bit of that so you can actually see it. Not a lot of information there, but we can actually read it and go over it. Small item bins on some models. You have pizza pocket. You got a removal divider. You have a 3rd tier and an ice bin. All right, it says this shelf where it says the 3rd tier is not removable to allow access. It says to the 3rd tier is able to move backward and allow reach to items in the area below. All right, some of them have an ice storage bin for the 2nd ice maker, right? But this on some models, so it's not on every model that you see there as well. So when you're looking at this refrigerator, man, it's fully loaded. Freezer is extremely simple, not a lot to go there as well. We're just about finishing up with this appliance. As you can see, man, this refrigerator is fully loaded, got a lot of functions and features, a lot of things that it can actually do. Man, we done broke this joint down to the best that we can with all the information that we can, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed this video, man. We still got a lot of work to do. We still in the lab getting it in, man. So of course it's me, your boy Richie Rich. I'm out of here, man. Let's finish up with this refrigerator. We in the lab. Peace. All right, so for this portion of the video, we're gonna focus on the price. How much it's gonna cost you. Might cost you a little, might cost you a lot. Either way, it's gonna cost you. All right, so right now we're on the Home Depot website. So we got a couple sites that we're gonna use today for this KitchenAid refrigerator. It is a 23.8 cubic feet French door refrigerator in PrintShield stainless steel counter depth as well. All right, so we got a couple colors that we can choose from. Of course, we got Best Buy we're gonna go to, and we're also gonna go to Lowe's. All right, so let's dive into the price. So when we're looking at this refrigerator, man, you're looking at original price, you're looking at $45.99. Right now you're saving about 10%, which is 460 bucks. You can get it at Home Depot for $4,039. All right, 4139. So of course you can always get a payment plan if you would like, $173 for the next 24 months financing. Again, this portion of the video or this portion is up to you. It's not up to us, so we don't instruct anybody about their finances. All right, so this is for the stainless steel with PrintShield finish. So we're gonna dive into the other color that they might have as well. This one is the black stainless steel. Originally you're looking at $46.99. Now you're talking about, with the 10% saving you 470 bucks, you're looking at $422.99. All right, $42.29. So we like that. All right, as far as their price, again, you got the financing that you can use as well. It bumped it up to $177 for the next 24 months, so you can do that. Couple things that we also like to do is just show you a little bit of pictures and images of the refrigerator, what it looks like as we do the price portion of the video. All right, so there's different things that you can get yourself into. You can check this out. All the stuff is going to be in the description box as well. But roughly, you're looking at least well over $4,000. $4,000, $4,500. That's about how much you'll spend for this appliance, depending on the color that you get. All right, for this particular refrigerator, they do have it in 600 series, and they also have it in the 700 series. But today we're going to focus on the 700 series, so we're going to click on that. And again, this is your Best Buy that you can get it from. Right now, you're looking at $4139.99. That's the price that you're going to pay for that. You can also pay $24 a month financing, which is $172.50 for the next 24 months. All right, so this is the stainless steel. So when we're looking at an appliance, of course, when you're looking to purchase one, always want to check the availability. Right now, of course, in my local area, it is not available. So I will probably have to, if I really want to get this appliance, go out of my way to try to find it, depending on where it's located at. But it's definitely not at Best Buy where I live at. All right, let's look at another color. Let's look at the black stainless steel. So we got the black stainless steel. That price, you're looking at $4229.99. Looking at a payment of $176.25 for the next 24 months. If you decide to get it from Best Buy, it is cheaper to get it from Best Buy rather than get it from Home Depot. But of course, you have to make that decision for yourself when you search around. But we're gonna instruct you to go with a cheaper one because that makes logical sense. All right, so that's what we got to think about as well. And don't forget, by the time we shoot these videos and put everything together, price is subject to change. I do want to say that in every portion of the video because it does change. There's times when they might give you a discount for a certain period of time, but after the times run out or expired, then of course it goes back to the original price. All right, so right now that's what we're looking at, roughly about $4,500. If we round it up, you're going to spend about $4,500. All right, that's probably taxes and everything else that you got to spend on this unit. All right, so now we at Lowe's. Lowe's is $45.99. All right, and right now it says temporarily out of stock. All right, and this one is the actual stainless steel version, and they only have that version. They don't have another color, but you're looking at $45.99. If you do want to do the payment plan, you can pay $192 a month for the next 24 months, or you can get 5% off. If you're eligible for purchase, you get $4369.05, and that's the price you pay with the 5% discount. But roughly, like we stated before, either way you get it from either Home Depot, Best Buy, or Lowe's, you're looking at about $45.99. I would say I would probably shoot for the Best Buy because it's cheaper than both Lowe's and it's cheaper than Home Depot. All right, so you want to consider that as far as the price. Well, they're roughly about the same, I guess. You can say that depending on which one you go for. So it's not that far off, but I know when I looked it up, yeah, so they're roughly about the same price. A couple dollars off just from me looking at this, looking at that. Yeah, it's the same price. So either Lowe's or either Home Depot or Best Buy, that's the appliance store that I'll get this from. All right, of course, this is just the parts portion of the video. Man, we got a lot of work to do to get this refrigerator done. So again, we appreciate your time and your effort, man. We are out of here. Peace. All right, so for this portion of the video, we're going to focus on the warranty. The manufacturer warranty. All right, so the site that we're going to use today for our example is we're going to go to the Home Depot website. All right, so of course, once you put the model number in, the refrigerator pops up. Go down all the way to the bottom where it says info and guides, and we're going to click on the warranty. All right, so of course this is a KitchenAid refrigerator, and it has a limited warranty on here as well. Of course, we like reading a couple of this stuff just for informational purposes, so that we'll make sure that you are prepared when we are recording, and that you'll be able to see everything that you need to see when we are putting this information out, so that it's best that it could best work for you when we deal with these videos. It says attach your receipt here. Proof of purchase is required to obtain warranty service. All right, remember that. It says please use the following information available when you call the customer express center: name, address, and all that stuff, model number, serial number. Extremely important, so you want to make sure again you attach your receipt to the owner's manual or put it somewhere safe so you always have access to it. Model number, serial number, you can write that down on the owner's manual as well, because over time the model number can fade depending on how old the machine is. It wears and tears. Sometimes it get ripped off, but you want to consider that. It says, if you need service before contacting us to arrange service, please determine whether your product requires repair. All right, so that's a couple of the things that you want to think about as well. You want to make sure that you consider that, because that happens all the time, that a technician might come out and there's certain things that they do cover and things that they do not cover. So again, we're going to go over that a little bit in this video just to give you an idea what's covered and what is not. And one of the great things about a lot of these appliances, they're using the QR code that you can use. All right, so you can use that in your cell phone. You can upload at times the owner's manual. You can connect with it if it's a smart appliance, where you can actually get service tips, or you can schedule an appointment. So there's so many things you can do with these smart appliances that have apps as well. So you want to consider that when you're using it. All right, so let's go to the warranty. It has a 10-year warranty, of course, a 5-year warranty, and it has a standard 1-year warranty. All right, so let's dive into that. You are getting a lot with this refrigerator. All right, so for the 1 year from the date of purchase, when this major appliance is installed, operated, and maintained according to instructions attached to or furnished with the product. KitchenAid brand of Whirlpool or Whirlpool Canada LP. Yes, Whirlpool and KitchenAid are connected. That's one thing that you want to think about as well. It says we'll pay for factory specified replacement parts and repair labor to correct defects in materials or workmanship that existed with this major appliance was purchased, or at its sole discretion replace the product. It says in the event of product replacement, your appliance will be warranted for the remaining term of the original unit's warranty period. You get a new appliance, the warranty still only applies to the original appliance that you purchased. All right, so you want to keep that in mind as well. All right, so let's go to the 5-year warranty. It says 2nd through 5-year limited warranty on cavity liner and sealed refrigeration system. All right, so we're normally going to call it a 5-year warranty and a 10-year warranty. All right, so it still applies as long as it's within that the same term. It says in the 2nd through the 5th year from the date of purchase, with this major appliance is installed, operated, and maintained according to the instructions attached to or furnished with the product, KitchenAid brand will pay for factory specified replacement parts and repair labor for their following components to prevent function of the refrigerator and that existed with this major appliance was purchased. All right, so you got your refrigerator / freezer cavity liner if the part cracks due to the defective materials or workmanship. All right, so this is something that you want to contact KitchenAid about. They're going to instruct you properly on how to handle it. They might ask you for pictures. They might, of course, have a technician to come out to evaluate the product just to make sure that it is covered by them. All right, so you want to make sure you go through them as well. The seal system refrigeration includes compressor, evaporator, condenser, dryer, and connecting tubing. All right, so these are all major seal system that deals with Freon, that allows your refrigerator to cool. That is what's covered. As far as definitely the part, I do want to check to make sure that the labor is covered as well, because typically it is in the first. Yes, it is covered, both parts and labor. All right, so you want to make sure you understand that when you purchase a new appliance, you can go in the back, or when you watch this video, it's going to be in the instructions as well, so you'll be able to get all the information that you need as far as what's covered and what's not covered by KitchenAid. All right, so that's another awesome thing there that is covered. There is seal system. This stuff costs a lot of bread to do if it's not covered under warranty and you got to pay it out of pocket. All right, so a lot of these appliances are extremely expensive. You're spending a lot of money for this appliance. Check out the price portion of this refrigerator. All right, it costs a lot of bread, so unfortunately you're not going to want to keep kicking this money out all the time to get a new unit, so you're going to get it repaired, especially if it's less than 70% of the value of the appliance. All right, so you want to consider that. 10-year warranty, it says 6 to 10 year. All right, 6 to 10 year limited warranty sealed refrigeration system only. So all the seal system includes a compressor, evaporator, condenser, dryer, and connecting tubing. The part is covered and the labor will not be. when we're talking about doing labor for a job like this, it takes about 2 to 4 hours for a technician to successfully evaluate their product and reinstall the parts with Freon and all the steps that it takes in order for this to take place. You have to remember that can cost you, depending on the company that comes out, man, it probably can cost you about $300 to about $600 in labor. All right, so you have to factor that stuff in, especially if it's in a difficult place to get to and the company got to hire another technician, or they got to bring 2 technicians out and you got to pay for a helper. We're going to get inside it and get we're going to talk about that later on in the parts portion of the video, but I'm just letting you know it can be extremely expensive. But we really like the warranty that you get with the KitchenAid refrigerator. You get your standard 1-year manufacturer warranty. You also get the 5-year warranty as well on the seal system and the cavity liner, both parts and labor. And you also get the 10-year warranty on the refrigeration seal system, just the part, and the labor is not included, but that's still just as good. That's really good because, again, a lot of these seal systems and compressors are not really holding up. All right, so we'll tell you that as well if this applies to this particular refrigerator. What is covered and what is not. All right, so this is stuff that you got to consider. All right, cosmetic damage, including scratches, dents, chips, and other damage to appliances. That's number 8, not covered at all. All right, so you want to think about that as well. In-home instruction on how to use the product, not covered at all. They're not going to come to your home to teach you how to use the appliance. All that is up to you. Consumable parts, your light bulbs, your batteries, water filters, all right, preservation, whatever, solutions, you can see it, I can see it, that word, the P word, that's not covered. All right, food or medicine loss due to product failure. Again, this is something that they used to cover, but they're not covering it anymore because, again, a lot of these manufacturers are losing out a lot of money, especially if you went to the store a couple days ago, spent about $600 on groceries. Then, of course, they got to reimburse you for that and fix your appliance at the same time. Nah, they got out of that game. All right. So you also have disclaimer of implied warranties, disclaimer of representations outside of warranty, limitation of remedies, exclusion of accidental and consequential damages. All right, so you have it in different languages as well that you can actually read and see that as well. So we're going to scroll through that. Don't want to go too fast just in case somebody want to see that, but it does apply to different languages. I guess that looks like French and it looks like Spanish. All right, so I will go with that. But yeah, so this is the warranty portion for the KitchenAid refrigerator. Man, you're talking about a warranty that is loaded. All right, so we like it, man. So of course, you know we got to dissect the rest of this appliance. We still in the lab, man, getting work done. I'm out of here. Peace. All right, so for this portion of the video, we're going to focus on the parts. Man, as far as the parts, man, we're going to talk about the cost per repair. For this example, our labor is going to be for a refrigerator standard labor. We're looking at about $220. And of course, we're going to mark up some of the parts depending on how much they cost on this particular website. We already know, if you check out the warranty portion of the video, there's certain parts that's covered for the first 12 months or 1 year, both parts and labor. All the parts are covered. You also have a 5-year warranty that covers the cavity liner. It also covers the seal system, both parts and labor. And then of course you have your 10-year warranty that covers just the seal system, the parts, and not the labor. All right, so if you're looking at this site, the site that we're going to use today for our parts video is going to be repairclinic.com. all right, so this is another resourceful site that you can look up for different parts as well. All right, so if you're looking at the filter or the air filter, you're looking at $19.36. all right, remember, you must replace this every 6 months so that it can help with the smell from the different odors and the food inside of the refrigerator. Water filter, man, water filters these days can be pretty expensive. Yes, you do want to replace those every 6 months as well. Your refrigerator will remind you for the air filter or the water filter that it needs to be replaced depending on the color. It'll let you know that as well. Right now you're looking at about $59.95 for a filter. That means that's like 120 something bucks a year to replace that filter in your refrigerator. All right, let's see what else they got. You have LED light, $73.34. Again, not a common issue from what I know on this particular refrigerator, but if you happen to need LED lights, they can go out. You're looking at $73.34. all right. Door bin and shelves, $46.44. This is something that you can order yourself and install yourself as well. That's all up to you. Common issue, you have your water inlet valve. There's multiple water inlet valves in here. Typically you'll have a dual valve. One's for the water dispensers, one is for the ice. So you have different refrigerators that use different valves. It all depends on which one it is that you need. But for this particular one, you're looking at $73.09. If you was to round this up to $100, labor, you're looking at $220. So you're roughly looking at $320 as far as parts and labor to get this unit repaired. All right. Deodorizer. So you have different things that you can use. $22.34 to help your refrigerator smell good. Thermostat. Common issue for this particular unit, we can actually load up so you can actually see this particular one because it's really small. You're looking at $65.54. Again, if you happen to need this part, we're going to round it up to $100. Labor, you're looking at $220. Parts and labor combined, you're looking at $320 as far as parts and labor. All right. So let's see, auger motor. All right, for this particular model, the auger motor is a common issue. It can rust over time, wear out over time. So when you're looking at it, it does get damaged. It will cause your machine, this is what caused your machine to crush the ice, right? So if it's not crushing the ice and switching between cube and cubed ice and crushed ice, that's what rotates and allow the ice to come down to the chute. If that motor is not spinning and not turning, again, this is a common issue. That means that part could be typically bad. So let's round this up to about $200 for this part. Labor, you're looking at $220. Roughly looking at $420 to repair, at minimum at $420. All right, so that's going to cost you some bread. Filter dryer, these are the parts that's covered under the 5-year warranty. These are parts that's covered under the 10-year warranty. So you wouldn't be responsible for paying for these parts. That's the parts that's covered, parts and labor. But if it's outside of the 10-year warranty, then yes, but you're looking at $30.22. All right, so this is a part of the seal system. All right, water inlet installation, we don't need that. KitchenAid logo, we don't need that as well. Door handle, yes. Man, you're looking at a door handle, $64.08 if you happen to need a door handle. Again, sounds repetitive. Part, we'll mark it up to about $100. Labor, you're looking at $220. You're looking at least $320 as far as to replace your door handle. Not a common issue for the door handles to break, but if they do happen to break, of course, that's how much it would cost you if you need to get it done. All right. And if you're mechanically inclined, you could probably do it yourself. Ice makers, a common issue. So they have different ice maker. This comes as ice maker assembly. All right, I've never seen the ice maker assembly like this, fully loaded. You get an ice maker, water valves. Yeah, so this is fully loaded. If this is the one for this particular model, because depending on the model that you have, depending on the part that comes with it, so you might have to dig a little bit more if this is not it. But just to say if this is it, common issue that does happen to refrigerators, ice maker breaks all the time. So you're looking at least $200 for this ice maker. Labor $220. You're looking at $420. All right. So let's scroll and see what else we got. You got door bins, another issue there. And you have touch-up paint that you can use. I don't really want to scroll through these too much. Touch-up paint, if you have any scratches or dings, that you can actually order these and just paint over it like you're painting your fingernails or painting a brush or painting a portrait. Just a little bit. It's like whiteout, so it's the same exact thing. All right, so you can use that. You got spray that you can use as well. I like the touch-up paint because when you're spraying this a little bit less control, so I like the control that you have with the touch-up paint. Your drip tray, that's $38.02 if you happen to need that, if it's broken or discolored. Again, a door shelf bin, right, that's $51.20. All right, so if you look at that bin, you happen to need that, all right, that's the price for that. But you can actually do that yourself. All right, you can do that yourself. All right, so let's see. Snack pan. Is that the pan that you slide? Yeah, that's what it is. $68.29 for that pan. If you happen to need the pan, you lose the pan. It shouldn't break, but you never know. It get rusted or get discolored. You never know. You can order this yourself. All right. Storage drawer, right? So you're looking at $111.20. These are stuff that you can actually get yourself. and do yourself. You don't need a technician to come out. Trust me, you don't want to spend the extra amount of money and labor. You can just put the part in yourself. All right. Drip tray, another drip tray. That's $30.53. If you happen to need that, that's right where the dispenser is. So that's cool there. Hoses, control board, whoo, $385.62. Sometimes you do get a $60 credit, right? So originally you could say this part minus the $60, you're looking at least $325.62. But just to say, if this part, $400 for this part, if you happen to need this part because it's shorted out or burned up, you're talking about $400 for the part, $220 for labor, looking at least $620 a minimum to get this repaired. And I'm being generous. I'm being generous. You know what I'm saying? You have different deodorizers, $69.53 as well. Surface valve, these are a part of the actual seal systems. So, you know, that's what the technicians have to do and add on. That's another service valve there, part of the seal system as well. So some of these parts are not going to be there, right? So we're just going to scroll through some of this and get as much as we can. Another door handle, $83.22. Filter cover. You're looking at, we got this door, $767. Let's look somewhere else really to see where this door is. What's the price for this really? What it looks like. Any images? Alright, that looks alright, I guess this is it right here. I'm just trying to see what it might look like to give us an idea what the door is. Alright, so that's just where we are. Alright, so $767.04. Woo, you're talking about an expensive door. Alright, doors are gonna be expensive regardless, but if you happen to need a door, let's say the part is $800, then you gotta factor in labor, $220. You're looking at $1,020. Whew, to replace the door. Valve, $66.91. The evaporator, you're looking at $244.25. That's a common issue that does go bad as well. You're looking at, if you happen to need this part is going to be covered under the 5-year warranty, parts and labor, and it's going to be covered under the 10-year warranty, just the part. All right, so they're saving you at least $244.25. So you want to consider that. Covered, $29.64. Not a common issue. We're not going to go too far. User control and display board, you're looking at $177.07. Right, if you happen to need that part, $200 for the part, $220 for the labor, looking at $420. Another water valve here, $115.25. If we make this $150, labor $220, you're looking at least $370. Another control board. So this is what I'm saying on this refrigerators. When these refrigerators are so smart, it takes a lot of computer automated control boards and circuitry to do everything that it needs to be done. It's not mechanical anymore where you got to turn it yourself. Everything is just about automated. So once you're dealing with that, it's going to cost you some bread. You're looking at control board, $370.11. All right, another $400 board plus the labor, $220. You're looking at $620. All right, another control board, $177.07. All right, $200 for the part, $220 for the labor. You're looking at $420 there. All right. Evaporator fan motor. This is the fan motor, $230.02. That's inside of the refrigerator. That allows the refrigerator to circulate the air inside the refrigerator and keep it cool. This is on the inside. You're looking at this part. Let's round it up to about $300. Labor $220. You're looking at $520. All right. These are minimum prices that we're giving you as far as what are you going to consider when you need to repair this unit. All right. Here you go the touch screen or the touch board. This is the board here. That is $181.78. Again, you're looking at $200. Labor $220. Looking at least $420. All right. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Cover $147. Your compressor, like look at the price of your compressor. Your compressor is $849.84. All right, this is a part that's covered, so they're saving you almost $1,000. So let's run. I'm not gonna run it up because it's covered under warranty, the 5-year and the 10-year. Parts and labor for the 5-year, just the part for the 10-year. You're looking at $849.84. If a technician got to install this, you talking about over $1,000 for the part. To put it in and any other thing else, you're probably looking at least almost $1,700 due to replace your compressor. Almost $1,700 to replace your compressor. You got to factor in labor and everything else that come with it, bro. Whew, that's high. Door $664.91. Again, rounded up to about $7. Labor $220. You're looking at least a $920, right? Base pantry $56.33. All right, so we got a few parts. You got switches right there, extensions, pads, bracket 106 bracket. No pictures or videos there, so we're just gonna go through some of these, so you know we can move on. But yeah, this is expensive. Wire harness, right? $45.69. Right? If you happen to need that part, we say it's $100. Labor $220. Looking at $320. Yeah. Man, look at the shelf. This wooden shelf, $278.44. Man, you talking about some bread for this little wooden shelf. Is it even real wood? $300. If you happen to need that part, you might as well try to get it put on yourself. But if you happen to need it, $300 for the part, $220 for the labor. You're looking at $520 to replace that shelf. Yep, there you go, another water valve, $104.98. Common issue. Again, if we mark this up to about $150, labor $220, you're looking at $370. All right, and that's the minimum. All right. So I'm telling you, man. Door switches, so they got covers, control electric $411.91, so it depends. Door switch, you got another ice maker assembly $131.54. all right, so it depends on the ice maker that you need, but you can see the prices. You can pick out whichever one that looks similar to the part that you need there, but they can be, I'm telling you, they could be expensive out here to repair a refrigerator, man. Refrigerators are expensive to purchase, so it's going to cost you some bread to repair them. All right, so I gotta remember to take my time as I go through these, to make sure. Glass shelf $115.13 if you need that. Getting that stuff, you can get yourself. Hinges, rollers don't normally wear out or anything like that, but if you happen to need them, as you can see, they're not expensive. All right, ice bucket coupler. Sometimes this wears down, or you know, so it's $15.65. All right, that's a part of the actual motor. The auger motor that allows it to crush ice or cube ice. All right, that's the cover, $36.11. Fill tube, $40.11. All right, so that's that there. Closing cam, $18.36. Spring compressor, like you got one compressor that's $963.99. So it all depends on which one you need. Evaporator $189.32. Another one $189.32. Remember, there's a dual evaporator system. There's 2 evaporators in here, so you got to think about that as well. So it's going to cost you some bread. Dispenser control board $379.58. all right, look at that, 400, 220, 400, 620. All right, heating element $47.97. So we already did this board that's similar to that. Again, you want to make sure it's the correct number, because the numbers can change. So you just want to the mullion $105.31, that separates the refrigerator. Little lever that flies open when you close the door, flips open when you. That's the mullion, $105.31. Door gasket, if you need it, $116.89. Common issue. All right, for the gaskets to either wear out and the door not closed properly, you're looking at $200 for the part, $220 labor, you're looking at $420. All right, harness, door assembly, look at this door, $989, so $1,000 for the door, $220 for the labor, you're looking at $1,220. Another door, look at this door, $1,567.29. So you're looking at $1,600 for the door. And also you're looking at $220 for the labor. You're looking at $1,820, almost $2,000 to repair a door. Whew, another door, $984.71. So it all depends on the door that you need. You talk, man, yeah, this joint costs some bread. The container, that's $30.69. Okay, you can buy that yourself as a container. Control board, we talked about that as well, $413.27. Evaporator, $189. Compressor, look at that. This compressor, $1196.33. So you better hope you don't need this one unless it's under warranty. You good. But if you don't, oh my God, that's almost $1,700, $1,800. Like I said, the repair of the joint. Yo, that's crazy. That is crazy. You might want to shop around if you gotta look for that part, if you need that part. But again, covered under the warranty, 5-year and 10-year. Heater, $47.82. All right, that's a really good price there. Man, you talking about another heater housing assembly, $74.71. Reservoir, $55.78. Ice bucket, just a bucket, $179.07. Almost $200 for the bucket yourself. Ice maker assembly, $145.60. Jeez. Module, you see that? Water filter housing, $76.94. Door gasket, $105.11. Shelf, glass shelf, $82.25. Depending on what you need. Glass shelf, $455.56. Yo, control board, depending on if that's the one you need. So it's a different amount of control boards in here, man. There's a lot of control boards in here. Door shelf bin, $83.11. So we talk about a lot of these, the module, a lot of these parts. Control, they got another control. So it all depends on what it is that you need. Whew, man, you talking about some expensive parts. Parts that's gonna cost you some bread. Water inlet, 108.13. Common issue for the water inlets. All right, these are stuff, drawer slides and railing, $73.42 if you happen to need that. $100 for the part, $220 for the labor. You're looking at $320 parts and labor. Not a common issue. Condenser, this part is going to be covered under the 5-year and a 10-year warranty, $92.53 if you happen to need that. Reversing valve should be covered as well, so you want to contact KitchenAid to see if it's covered or not. You're looking at $81.07. Your evaporators, $250.93. All right, your fan is $109.45. Again, that's another evaporator, so it depends on which one you need. But it's a part that's covered under 1-year, 5-year, and a 10-year. All right, man, you talking about some bread. All right, so I don't know what else. Let me see if there's anything more that you might need, because like I said, most of these parts are no images, no pictures, but we saw a lot of the parts, right? And that's the good thing that I like about this one, that you was able to see some of the parts that's covered and what's not. Yeah, I would love to. I can't wait to find out what the average is of how much you're gonna be spending per repair at all the prices that we just yelled up. It's gonna be pretty high. I think it's gonna be pretty high. Door ice, bezel, gaskets. Yeah. Alright, so it doesn't look like it's a lot of parts that's left underneath of here. So we're just gonna go, we got a couple more pages to go through real quick. If there's anything that we see that's a common issue, then we'll stop, but it's just basic stuff. Alright, basic stuff. Yeah, so adhesive, screws, blah blah blah. Small little gaskets. Alright, so all this stuff is no longer available. Alright, so man, this is it, man. This is it, the parts portion of the video. And we're talking about a refrigerator. Man, that's gonna cost you some bread. Alright, check out the parts portion of this video, or the price portion of the video, to let you know how much this joint costs. But I am your boy Richie Rich, man. This is the parts portion of the video, and we are out of here, man. I'm out. Peace. Alright, so now we're gonna focus on our overall review to let you know exactly how we feel about this KitchenAid refrigerator. And of course, I gotta get my little notes that I have, my little note sheet. It's a lot that I gotta get over, so I gotta make sure we remember those things. All right, so let's get it. We're gonna start off with the warranty. Warranty, the manufacturer warranty. All right, so let's talk about it for a second. On this particular refrigerator, you get a 1-year warranty, a 5-year warranty, and also a 10-year warranty. For the 1-year warranty, of course, that is pretty common for you to receive with a lot of these major appliances. Both parts and labor, the manufacturer will cover for the refrigerator. The 5-year warranty on this particular unit covers your refrigerator and your freezer cavity liner. All right, so if you have any issues with the cavity liner at all, you want to check out your owner's manual, give KitchenAid a call, let them know what's going on. They'll send a technician out and they'll cover the parts. If it's a defect in the part due to normal workmanship, stuff like that, they'll cover the parts and the labor as well. So you want to be able to check that out and give KitchenAid a call. They also cover your seal system. All right, so this is good, which is your compressor, your condenser, your dye dryer, your evaporator system. All right, so this particular refrigerator, they'll cover that portion of the refrigerator, both parts and labor. Man, if you check out the parts portion of that video, we'll show you exactly how much these parts really cost if you happen to not have the warranty, but in this case you do. But if you have to pay out of pocket, it could cost you some money. All right, so they're covering that. And let's get to the 10-year warranty. Man, the 10-year warranty, you're talking about the seal system again, only the parts. So again, the compressor, the evaporator, your condenser, your tubing, so stuff that deals with the Freon portion of the refrigerator, that is being covered for the 10 years or up to 10 years with this refrigerator by KitchenAid. Just the parts only after the 5-year warranty has ran out. All right, so we like that, man. That is really good as far as the warranty. So of course, our warranty grade we're gonna give this joint is a 5. I got 5 on it. Yes, I'm gonna put 5 on it. I got it. Yeah, 5. Let's get it. All right, so the next thing, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the price. How much it's gonna cost you? Might cost you a little, might cost you a lot. Either way, it's gonna cost you. Man, you're talking about a refrigerator that's running about $4,200 to about $4,700. Man, you're talking about an expensive refrigerator. For this particular refrigerator, of course, you can get it in black stainless steel with PrintShield finish, or you can get it in your traditional stainless steel with the PrintShield finish. As far as the price for this particular unit, in our opinion, we think that is extremely high. It's way too high, way too high. Well, I wouldn't spend that much money for this refrigerator at all. Of course, you can check out the video that we did with the Bosch. We did a Bosch refrigerator that we gave a 4.5 to. We also did a Samsung refrigerator a while back. We did an LG refrigerator a while back. We also did a GE refrigerator a while back. But between the GE refrigerator that we just did, that's about $3,500. With the Bosch that we gave a 4.5 to, what we think is the best refrigerator in the game right now, you're talking about $3,400 to $3,500 as well. So that's almost $1,000 less than this KitchenAid joint. So of course, the price grade that we're gonna give this joint is a 2 a piece. Uno, dos. We're giving you a 2. That's it. That's all you deserve. All right, bring down this price, man. This is too expensive. All right, let's focus on the parts, man. When you're talking about the parts, average grade on this particular refrigerator, man, I have here, you're talking about you're gonna spend some really serious bread for this joint. You're looking at about $530 to about $600. So roughly about on average, you're gonna spend about $600 for your refrigerator. For this particular refrigerator though, common issues that goes bad on any refrigerator, ice maker is a huge issue. All right, ice makers tend to break. Average price for ice makers these days about $200 something. Labor, you're looking at $200 something. So right there, you're gonna spend between $400 to $500 just to replace an ice maker, man. So that's gonna cost you some bread. Speaking to a technician friend of mine, my man Marquise, he's telling me that right now the fresh food section, which is the refrigerator portion of the refrigerator, this is a common issue for there's a leak to be in the evaporator. But the evaporator is covered under the 5-year and the 10-year warranty, so that does help you out a lot there. Outside of that, he really likes the refrigerator, and I'm gonna speak on behalf of him. He said as far as the parts grade, he'll give it a 4, so we'll rock with that. we'll give it a 4 because of the durability, and this appliance is not being repaired a lot. We don't see it a lot, which is a good thing, because that means that if it's out there and people are purchasing it, that means this is withstanding time and it's a good appliance and it's not really breaking down. All right, so you want to consider that. So as far as the grade, we're going to give it a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. All right, let's talk about it. Functions and the features. Man, you know this is my favorite part, and it is a lot, man. Like I said, I got notes here, man, so I gotta make sure I get these joints in. All right, so let's talk about it for a second. Man, on this refrigerator, you can actually get a wine rack or under shelf storage bin or pan. All right, so the pan, if you get the pan, is where you can actually prep your food, and you actually let it sit in the pan just to, I wouldn't say simmer, but to sit there for a couple minutes when you season the salmon. It's not really but so big, so it's not really a lot of stuff that can actually go into it. But I did see a picture where you can actually put salmon in it and you let it sit there in the pan or whatever. It's like a nice little storage for when you season your meats and stuff like that. We like that. If you got a wine rack, of course you can put wine there as well, so that's a good feature to have, depending on which one you receive. On this particular one, you also can get a water dispenser measured fill, right? So you can fill an 8 ounce, 16 ounce, 24 ounce. It's up to you. Just putting the cup there, you just measure it and it fills exactly to the T. You can also calibrate it as well. If it's out of calibration, you can do that. Check out the function portion of the video. We also have the owner's manual inside of the description box as well, so that will help you guys out tremendously. It also has a water dispenser with favorite. So you can set your favorite settings just like you would in your car. Set your favorite seats between 1 and 2. You can also do that on this refrigerator, which is different and unique, and that's one of the reasons why we really like this refrigerator as well. You have a pull-out tray with wood grain. We love that, the way that it looks. Check out the introduction, and when we pull in the joint out, it matches everything with the diamond interior and the LED lights. We love this refrigerator, man, with the wooden grade. It gives it a really nice luxurious type of look, and we really like that as well. It also have a control pantry, right? The control pantry where you can set temperatures on here, right? If you want to do meats, stuff like that. If you want to do wines or chilled wine, you can actually sit in that particular temperature control pantry. So we like that as well. Different, unique. You can see it on the side of the refrigerator door where you can actually select that. That is really tough. The freezer has 3 tiers, so we like that. We talked about this refrigerator having an evaporator. It's a dual evaporator, right? So according to this, it says the compartments are separate. That's the compartments between the refrigerator and the freezer are 2 different units. All right, so if the freezer have an issue where it's broken down, your refrigerator will work perfectly fine without any issues if it's an issue with the freezer. So that's what makes it separate, and that is extremely good. With, again, it says provide fresh food and frozen food with optimum storage climate. All right, so we like that there as well. It also has an every drop filter that reduces odor, the chlorine taste, and lead. All right, so we like that as well. Of course, you have your water filter and your air filter that you got to replace every 6 months. Your refrigerator can remind you as well. The air filter helps with odor. I know back in the day, or now, some of us still use a little bit of baking soda, but the air filter, from what they're saying, smells a lot better and allows it to smell a lot longer, a lot more better, and it's a lot better than using the baking soda. All right, so you want to keep that in mind. Your refrigerator is smart enough to let you know if you had a power outage, all right, of any sort, so we'll let you know that as well. We're trying to get as much of this stuff as possible. Sabbath mode, it has a Sabbath mode there as well. Energy saver mode, it has that as well. And it also have a max cool and a max ice. Of course, if you want to make sure, if you have a company coming over, you want to make a whole bunch of ice, you can increase it and make the max ice. If you want to freeze something at a rapid rate, you can also use the max cool as well. So I just want to make sure I got everything on my notes, man. I think that's really it. As far as the functions and the features, man, that's a lot. That's a mouthful. I just had to remember all that. We're talking about a 5. All right, we love it. It's really, really good. All right, so let's go over our overall grade. Warranty, 5. The price, 2. The parts, 4. Functions and features, 5. Overall grade is 16 divided by 4. You are getting right now a 4.0. as far as this particular refrigerator. And would we recommend this refrigerator, man? For this particular unit, we will. I know the price is extremely high. That's one of the things that I'm really concerned about, is the price of this refrigerator. So if you can catch it on sale, it's an awesome refrigerator to purchase. Also, if you decide that you don't want to purchase it, again, it's too high for the price. So either you can talk them out of something, find some way to get some discount off of it, and try to talk to the manager at the store, whatever. But it's really high, but we really like it. All right, so we will recommend it, but we'll also have a disclaimer that the price is just too high on this unit. And if you want to get something else, that's great, but you know, we really like it. But of course, you already know what time it is. It's me, your boy Richie Rich at Consumer Price Support. You help me, I help you, we both help each other. Till next time, I'm out of here, man. Subscribe to the channel. Peace.